it seems that to me seems like we got a problem here. Do we have a problem? Hold on. Hey, Miss Betty, I'm coming. All right. Okay. Okay, I gotta handle this AOV shit. All right. Okay. Okay. We gotta handle some business out here in the street. And then I'm coming, Miss Betty. Okay? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I see you. I see everything. Okay? Yeah. Hold on. Let's share the live. Mm-hmm. Let's share the live. Okay? All right. Hold up. All right. Okay, yeah, let's help him out. Okay. So you got a problem with Blessed Always, aka, my girl Tina D. Well, Jurassic Sissy. Hold on one second, man. Let me fix my phone right here. Glass is crooked on my face. And damn it. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. You got a problem with Tina D and what she said. You want to know where the outrage is. Is that what you just asked? Hmm. You got problems? You looking for an AOV member, Jurassic Sissy? Because that's what it seems like to me. It seems like you're looking for an AOV member. Hmm? I'm just saying. Yeah, Ryan Olak, the wrench game is dead, so it's no mercy now. You can't buy your way into the chat. Sorry. But you want to call people child attackers, and you want to go on this rant and rave attacking my homegirl Tina. Like shit won't happen to you. Like we won't break your ass down. Okay? And then when people try to tell you the truth, you got upset, right? Because your narrative flipped. And hold on, hold on, Jurassic Sissy, because I guess we're gonna have to. Mm, I guess we're gonna have to get in your ass this morning, right? I guess we're gonna have to get in his ass. So, you know what, Doug? You shouldn't say mean things about my girl Tina. AKA Blessed Always, because when you put false narratives out here on any of the army of victimone, usually that normally sets me off. Yeah, it triggers me, Jurassic Sissy. It triggers me, and I don't fight all of Tina's battles, but see, there are some things that will just make me get up, Jurassic Sissy. Okay, especially when she was nice to you. My thing is this: she was nice to you. She's nice to everyone. If you don't want to fuck with Tina, you ain't gotta fuck with Tina. If you got an issue with Tina, okay, she'll come up here on the panel and address you on whatever. You got something to say, Jurassic Sissy? Hmm? You got something to say? Now see, I didn't seen people attack Tina, call her all types of bitches and hoes and this, that, the other. But see, that was her. But see, now you're crossing the line when you say that she's a child abuser and things like that. You're crossing a line, Jurassic Sissy. But you don't care, right? You don't care that you cross the line because uh whatever gets traction to your channel, right? Whatever gets traction to your channel. Okay? So we gonna go hard body. We about to go hard body on you, Jurassic Sissy. We about to go hard body on you. You dig? Yeah, your troll accounts will be shot on site, Jurassic Sissy. You know, this isn't the buy your way into the chat room anymore. Okay? Real motherfucking talk. We gonna show you today, Jurassic Sissy. Okay? Like I said before, you're gonna lose this game playing this game with me. You dig? You dig? So why don't we go ahead and start the show? Yeah, let's start the show.
Okay. Now I know some of y'all feel like this.
Fuck it!
She can.
Hell yeah! Stop it! No! Stop it! No! I am fucking in this shit! Stop it! Hey!
Get off of her!
Yo! Shut the fuck up!
I'm saying you go.
She's trying to stab him! Stop it! Stop it! Ollie, please!
She's trying to stab me?
Murder you! Ellie's gonna murder you! Stop!
Thank you.
Stop!
Thank you. 911,
I'm
baby.
begging you!
911.
Joe! Stop! No, get that!
What?
Barbara! Joe! You fucking nigga! Nigga!
But what can I say, man? I'm the king of motherfucking trolls.
Standing on the sofa with a Glock in my pants. I got a bottle in my hand with a hell of a stance. It goes, you gon' rob, nigga. You gon' steal, nigga. You gon' kill, nigga. You know what it is, nigga. Yeah, cause you could die tonight. So let's get it right. Got on my D-hat, on my D-boy. Fresh pair of Chucks, loose Leroy. On my D-boy. I'm talking. Dead ass fresh, yeah, I need a coffin. New shirt, new shoes, 2 chains. I'm in my new thing, with my new thing. New car, new strap, yeah, I'm all that. Say I got a big head, must be all hat. She said I don't understand pussy all that. But when it comes to that paper, pussy fall back. Supposed to get the money first, pussy call back. And if I ain't a deep water, what you call that? I'm a G-hat, I'm a D-boy. Fresh pair of chucks, Miss Leroy. I'm a D-boy, I'm a D-boy, I'm a D-boy, I'm a D-boy.
What up, though? Yeah, we live right now, and we gonna have to get into some shit with the Jurassic Sissy. Yes, yes. We gonna have to get into this shit with the Jurassic Sissy since he want motherfucking problems. Since he want motherfucking issues. Let's address everything in the room, okay? We're gonna address everything in the room all at once. All at once. You see? 2-part series. Okay? And by the way, make sure you watching either on the Army of VicDamoane or the website. Pick your motherfucking poison. You can watch this show either on YouTube or you could go over to the website. If you a troll and you getting chopped the fuck up, take your black ass over to the website. Talk your shit over there. Okay? Talk your shit over there. 2 goddamn chat rooms rolling right now. Pick one. Pick one. Pick one. Whichever one you want. Okay? Whichever one you want. Pick a goddamn chat room. Anyway, so, Jurassic Sissy. Do you have any concrete proof that Blessed Always did this as a grown woman? Do you have any concrete proof that she did this at 16 years old? Do you have any proof of the age of the child? You heard something on YouTube and you ran with it. Is this not a fact? Where did you hear Blessed Always say this at? Where was this? Where did this take place? Where did this take place? Did this take place on Chucky's panel? Because you told everybody, go to Chucky's Live, right? So here you are, again, dick riding Chucky, a man that attacked your child. Ain't that right? So wait, let's get this straight. Blessed Always is a monster, but you give money to monsters. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You gonna go on mute now, huh? You gonna go deaf now, huh? You give money to monsters. So who is the real monster here? Didn't you donate to Chucky? Didn't you donate to Fabe? I mean, ZX, Chucky went after your own child and you gave this nigga $100. Chucky went after your family and you paid him. Chucky did all this to you and you would call him back to back, wishing him to have a good night. Okay? And it's amazing. I want to change gears. Okay? I want to change gears because you said some stupid ass shit in regards to slavery. You did. You said some like really really stupid shit about slavery. And you know, ZX, it's a shame. Okay, that you don't know your history. That you don't know black history. So let's break it down for your retarded ass. Okay? Let's break it down for your retarded ass cuz I'm tired of this nigga saying like that dumbass rhetoric. Okay? 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 We gonna educate the Jurassic sissy since he didn't finish motherfucking school. Okay? Y'all ready? ZX, can you tell me what? Tell me what, wait. Tell me what this is right here. What the fuck is this? What is that, Jurassic sissy? Have you ever seen this before? Do you know what that is? What is that? What is that? Do you know what it is? Have you ever seen it before? What is that? That is a black Native American. Now, how is that even possible? Because when you give your narrative about the white man and the slaves and, you know, you put on your house Negro and your field Negro, you don't give any indication of the other human beings that were on this land before the white man or the goddamn African man got here. There were people already here. Now, how did those black slaves end up fucking the Native Americans? Hmm? How did that happen, Jurassic sissy? Because you keep giving the narrative of the white man and the black man, okay? And all black people are from Africa, when that is a fucking lie, Jurassic sissy. Ooh, did I just wake his old ass up? All black people didn't originate from Africa. So who the fuck are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Nigga, this woman right here look like your mama. And that is a black Native American. Her motherfucking roots don't go to Africa, nigga. Tell me that don't look like your motherfucking mama. Bitch, that look like you. Hold up, y'all. Let me go get a photo. Hold up. Hold up. Bitch, that look just like you. Hold on. Wait. Wait. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me go here, nigga. We gonna educate your dumb ass today. We gonna educate your dumb ass today. Okay? We gonna educate this dumb Jurassic sissy today. Hold on. Hold on. Bitch. Are you serious? Nigga, you don't even know your motherfucking history, do you? Dumb nigga. All black people are from Africa. Don't look that way to me. Don't look that way to me. Bitch, that look like you. Fuck you talk about some goddamn Africa, nigga. It don't look like you was, hey, look, it don't look like you never touched the soil, bitch. The fuck you mean? Didn't you say that your family bloodline was half white? So that would mean that your ancestors was the goddamn house niggas. Y'all were the light-skinned ones. They didn't have niggas like you working in the motherfucking field. Who are you talking to, Jurassic Sissy? Who are you talking to? This motherfucking retard. Keep playing Malcolm X over and over again. Nigga, did you know Malcolm X went to motherfucking Africa and saw white people and said, oh shit, we done fucked up. We've been talking this black white shit and we need to change it. Because that's what the Quran wants us to do. Retard. See, you don't know your history. You don't know your history. So what can you tell me about black history if you can't even identify that some black people ain't even from Africa? You don't know who's who and what's what. There was a scene in Roots where Kunta Kinte, right? Kunta Kinte saw another African brother in the woods. And he said, what's wrong with these black people? He said they don't know their history. They don't even know where they come from. They don't know what it is to be free. And there you have the anomaly, Jurassic Sissy. Because some black people ain't from Africa. Okay? Not all black folks. Okay? Not all black folks were slaves. Not all of them. And these are our ancestors, Jurassic Sissy, not the Africans. When you look at your own mother, you don't see no motherfucking African nigga. You see this. When you talk about the African slaves, bitch nigga, do you know anything about the goddamn Civil War? Huh? Do you know the real history? Do you know the real history of the Civil War, Jurassic Sissy? Hmm? About how that transpired between the North and the South? I don't think you know. Let me give you a little history lesson. See, when it came down to the North coming down to the South, Jurassic Sissy. The white soldiers went inside the mansions while the black soldiers tore up the slave quarters where the black slaves were. Think about that in your story of history, because you never tell it. You never break that down. You always talk this unity shit. Peace, brother. Let's throw up the goddamn... No, 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 no. Those were black people slaughtering their own. And when you go look, and there's plenty of stories. There's plenty of stories up in regards to slavery. Like when you hear an actual slave, okay, speak on what it was like. And it's nothing, it's absolutely nothing like the way ZX puts the narrative out. Okay? It's nothing. Okay? Hold up, Jurassic Sissy. You playing the wrong audio. Okay? Now, Jurassic Sissy, look, we're gonna educate. We're gonna educate the Jurassic Sissy because he don't know what it is to hear from a real slave. Okay, so hold on. Hold on, Jurassic Sissy. Since you don't know how to do this, okay? Since you don't know how to do this, let me crack your head to the white meat.
What's up, you guys? This is Trips Exposing the Matrix, and I'm Trip. Today's video is one that I've been putting together for a long time.
Hold on.
To hear just how...
Here you go, Jurassic Sissy. Hear it for yourself.
To hear just how bad these slaves were treated.
Born to slavery.
But we didn't have no property, we didn't have no home.
And now we can hear them speak.
Hold up.
You're nothing but a dog. You're not a thing but a dog.
Found voices, the slave's life, told by those who lived it.
Tell you the truth, when I think of it today, I don't know how I'm living.
I remember that just as well. Look like to me, I can.
Been slaves all our lives, and mother was a slave, and sister was a slave, father was a slave.
They know nothing about reading right. All that I know, they teach you to mind your master and your missus. Mom and them didn't know where to go. You see, after freedom go, just like he turned something out, you know, didn't know where to go.
They are haunting voices from the past. Not actors reading a script or scholars reading a text, but the actual voices of men and women, Americans, who were born in slavery.
My name is Fountain Hughes. I was born in Charlottesville, Virginia. My grandfather belonged to Thomas Jefferson. My grandfather was 115 years old when he died. And now I am 101 years old.
Incredible as it seems, we are listening to the voices of ex-slaves telling of their lives in bondage.
Now, there's a key name here that was said. Fountain Hughes. Okay? Remember that name. Okay? You can look this stuff up. Jurassic Sissy. It's a shame. Okay? Fountain Hughes. Okay? Fountain Hughes. You want to talk about knowledge of slavery, okay? You ain't going to get it from Malcolm X. You ain't going to get it from Malcolm X. You'll get it from Fountain Hughes. Okay? Hold up.
Tell me what your name is.
My name is Fountain Hughes. I was born in Charlottesville, Virginia. My grandfather belonged to Thomas Jefferson. My grandfather was 115 years old when he died. And now I am 101 years old. That's enough. She used to work, but what she made, I don't know. I never asked her.
You just go ahead and talk away there. You don't mind, do you, Uncle Fountain?
Now, and when now your husband and you both are young, you all try to live like young people ought to live. Don't want everything somebody else has got. Whatever you get, it is yours. Be satisfied. And don't spend your money until you get it. So many people get in debt. Well, it was cheap and I bought it. You spend your money before you get it because you're going in debt for what you want. When you want something, wait until you get the money and pay for it cash. That's what I've done. If I wanted anything, I waited until I got the money and I paid for it cash. I never bought nothing on time in my life. Now, plenty of people, if they want a suit of clothes, they go to work and they buy them on time. Well, they said it was cheap. If you got the money, you can buy them cheaper. They want something for waiting on you for till you get ready to pay them. And if you got the money, you can go where you choose and buy it when you want it. You see? Don't buy it because somebody else go down and run a debt and run a bill, or I'm going to run it too. Don't do that. I never done it. Now, I'm 100 years old and I don't owe nobody 5 cents. And I ain't got no money either. I'm happy, just as happy as somebody that got million. Nothing worries me. My head ain't even white. And nothing in the world worries me. I can sit here in this house till night. Nobody can come and say, Mr. Hughes, you owe me a quarter, you owe me $1, you owe me 5 cents. No, you can't. I don't owe you nothing. Why? I never made no bills in my life. And I'm living too. And I'm 100 years old. And if you take my advice today, you'll never make a bill. Of course, what you want, give me money, pay them cash. And then the rest of the money is yours. But when you run the bill, so much and so much, and you don't have to pay it. Nothing down. It's all, and when you come to pay, it's all, you have to pay no more. But they'll charge you more. They're getting something out of it, else they wouldn't trust you. But I can't just say what they're getting. But they're getting something out of it, else they wouldn't want your credit. Now, I tell you that. Anybody that trusts you for $2 or have an account with them by the month or by the week, store account or any account, they're getting something out of it. Else they don't want to accommodate you that much to trust you. Now, if I want, of course I ain't got no clothes, but if I want some clothes, if I ain't got no money, I'm going to wait till I get the money to buy them. Indeed I am. I'm not going to say, of course, I can get them on trust. I go down and get them. I got to pay $1 more anyhow. They'll either charge more if they said taxes or so much. But if I got the money to pay cash, I pay the taxes all down cash. Then it's all done. So many colored people is head over heels in debt. Trust them. Trust. I get it on time. They want a set of furniture. Go down and pay down so much and rest on time. You done paid for them then. When you pay down so much, you may charge you $50 for $100 for a set, and you pay down $25 cash. You done paid for them. That's all it was worth, $25. And you pay. Now I'm $75 in debt now. because I have to pay $100, that's it. And it's only worth about $25. But you buy it on time. But people ain't got sense enough to know it. But when you get old like I am, you come in and think, well, I have done wrong. I should have kept my money until I wanted this thing, and when I want it, I take my money and go cash for it. Else I do without it. Yes. Suppose you want a new dress.
Now, to give a quick narrative of what he's saying in so many words, he's saying that a lot of black people ended up in debt with white people because, you know, they were getting everything on credit. So basically, if something was $75 and you had $25, the store owner would give it to you and then they would charge you interest. So if you paid off the $75, they might tax you $100 or $200. This is how black people stayed behind. This is why we ended up in the rears. This is the reason. So what he was saying, or he is saying right now, is I would rather save my money and just pay out cash and cash out. But it's too many of us taking our, dollar and getting all of this shit on credit, and then we're in debt and we owe these people. And he's saying, hey, I'm not going to do that. I'd rather go without. This is from an actual fucking slave. Not this fairy tale shit ZX is telling y'all. Okay? This man is 101 years old. See, this proved that black people, when we was eating pigs, we lived to be 101 years old eating that goddamn bacon. And they telling you, don't eat the burgers, don't eat the meat, don't eat this, and you motherfuckers is dying at 50 and 60 and 30 and 40. You losing your goddamn hair, your teeth falling out, you getting cancer all of a sudden. You ain't never picked up a cigarette a day in your life. And this 101-year-old man told you his father was 100 plus. All that from eating that goddamn pig. All that from eating that goddamn red meat. And guess what? None of that meat was checked by the GMO. None of that shit was verified. They didn't have no goddamn science labs to test no motherfucking animal after they cooked it. Is this approved by the FDA? When y'all made this motherfucker, did the FDA approve that? I'm not going to eat that. I'm a vegan. What no motherfucking vegans back then? But let's continue.
You said, well, I buy it, but I don't need it. But I can get it on time. Well, let's go down to the store today and get something on time. Well, you go down and get dressed on time, something else, and I want that to sell that to you on time. You don't have to pay nothing down. But there's a payday coming. And when the payday comes, they want you to come pay them. If you don't, they can't get no more. Well,
you see that? He just said it. The closed captioning fucked up, but he said it right there. He said they know when payday is coming. You hear that? They know when payday is coming. And if you ain't got that money, Hey, look, they gonna cut you off.
If you never do that, if you don't start it, you will never end it.
If you don't start it, you will never end it.
I never did buy nothing on time. I must tell you on this. I'm sitting right here now today, and if it's the last word I've got to tell you, I never even much as tried to buy a shirt on time.
I never even tried to buy a shirt on time. Listen to the logo. On time is like a layaway. On time is your fucking credit cards, your debit cards. He said, I never tried to pay anything on time, i.e., credit. You see?
Plenty of people go to down to the store and buy $3 and $4 for a shirt, $2, $3, $7, $8 for a pair of pants. Of course, they get them on time. I don't know, no. I say I buy something for $5. Of course, I got the $5. I pay for it. I'm done with that.
You see? People going around getting shirts, pants, clothes, this, that, the other, and they $2 on this, dollar on this. And he said, hey, man, no, I ain't doing that. I got the whole $5. I'll pay for the whole $5. I'll pay for it myself. No, I'm not doing that. That's kind of like me. I feel the same way. I'm not doing that. Nope. If I could pay you, let me pay you on time. Pay the whole thing.
You talk about how old you are, Uncle Fountain.
Well,
how far back do you remember?
I remember. Well, I tell you, things come to me in spells, you know. I remember things more when I'm laying down than I do when I'm walking around.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in my boy days, boys live quite different from the way they live now. But boys wasn't as mean as they are now either. Boys lived to, they had a good time, and the masters didn't treat them bad, and they was always satisfied. They never wore no shoes until they was 12 or 13 years old. And now people put on shoes on babies, you know, when they're month old. I don't know how old. Put shoes on babies. Just as soon as you see them out in the street, they got shoes on. I told a woman the other day, I said, I never had no shoes till I was 13 years old. She said, what, but you bruise your feet all up and stump your toes? I said, yes, many times I've stumped my toes and blood run out of them. That didn't make me buy me no shoes. And I've been, you wore a dress like a woman till I was, I believe, 10, 12, 13 years old.
So you wore a dress, Phil?
Yes, I didn't wear no pants because it didn't make boys pants. Boys wore dresses. Now the women's wearing the dresses and the boys are going with the women's wearing the pants now and the boys wearing the dresses still.
Who did you work for, Uncle Fountain?
Who did I work for?
Yeah.
You mean when I was a slave?
Yeah, when you were a slave, who did you work for?
Well, I belonged to Burnley's when I was a slave. My mother belonged to Burnley's. But we was all slave children, and soon after, when we found out that we were free, well, then we were bound out to different people, Ficklin, and Andrews, and all such people as that. And we'd run away and wouldn't stay with them. Well, then we'd just go and stay anywhere we could, lay out at night and anywhere. We had no home, you know. We just turned out like a lot of cattle. You know how to turn cattle out in the pasture? Well, after freedom, you know, colored people didn't have nothing. Colored people didn't have no beds when they were slaves. They all slept on the floor. Pallet here, pallet there. Just like a lot of wild people. We didn't know nothing.
Now you hear that. When slavery ended, Black people were just turned out, sent away like homeless people. Like, well, you homeless, bye nigga, bye nigga. You can't stay here no more. Slavery is over. So all you motherfucking black folks that's in these quarters got to go. Right. What did they have? They had absolutely nothing. See, this is real teaching, Jurassic Sissy. You know, nigga don't know nothing about no motherfucking black history because this is black history. It's documented. It was recorded. This shit was on ABC. But the Jurassic Sissy didn't have a TV at the time. My family did. Do you hear that? Black folks started off in the world homeless with nothing. Slavery was over. The white, look, he said he was asleep. He was asleep when slavery ended. He woke up, and next thing you know, his mama and them said, oh, we got to go. Go where? We can't stay here no more because slavery's over. Where we gonna go? Well, I guess we just got to keep walking. The master said he ain't feeding us no more. We can't take care of his crops no more. So I guess we on our way. This is real history. The fuck is ZX talking about? The fuck is ZX talking about? This is real history. From an actual slave. Malcolm X couldn't say none of this because he was never a motherfucking slave. Nor Martin Luther King. They didn't know shit about slavery. They weren't born in it. They was too busy putting a black man against the white man instead of educating them about the real motherfucking story of slavery. Damn, did I just wake some motherfucking people up? Jurassic Sissy, are you woke now? I think some of them people didn't lie to your old 55-year-old ass if you didn't know this part of history. And it's sad. And it's sad. 55 years old, nigga, and you thought you knew black history. Maybe you should go back and read some more. Out of all that shit you got in your house, I don't see a book anywhere saying anything about Fountain Hughes. Look that name up. Because that name is bigger than Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. Okay? Like I told y'all, ZX get all his motherfucking black history from a goddamn YouTube channel. But see, the people that really know black history, we know the name Fountain Hughes. That's a name that stands in black history. That's a name that stands out over all that Malcolm X, Black Power, all that goddamn Martin Luther King bullshit. Because if you want real teaching, you would have got it from Fountain Hughes. Because he was the one that was there. The one that was uneducated. The one that didn't have shit. The one that was sitting there like he said, I was laying there in the bed and slavery ended. I was laying there in the bed, slavery ended. Oh shit. Well, we gotta go. Go where? Aunt Junebug house? Nope. She was living at a slave master's house too. I see her walking up the street. And we're walking. Listen some more. Educate yourself.
Didn't like looking no book. And there was some freeborn colored people where they had a little education. But there was very few of them where we was. And we all had a, what you call, I might call it now, jail sentence. It just seemed as we were in jail. Now I couldn't go from here cross the street, or I couldn't go to nobody's house without I have a note or something from my master. And if I had that pass, that was what we call a pass. If I had that pass, I could go wherever he sent me, and I'd have to be back. Whoever he sent me to, they'd give me another pass, and I'd bring that back, so to show how long I'd been gone. We couldn't go out and stay an hour or 2 hours or something like that. They send you. Now, say for instance, I go out to the Shirley's place, I'd have to walk, and I'd have to be back maybe in an hour. Maybe they'd give me an hour. I don't know just how long they'd give me. But they'd give me a note so there wouldn't nobody interfere with me and tell who I belonged to. And when I come back, why, I carry it to my master and give that to him. That'd be all right. But I couldn't just walk away like the people just now, you know. It was what they call, we were slaves. We belonged to people. They sell us like they sell horses and cows and hogs and all like that. Have an auction bench, and they put you up on the bench and bid on you, the same as bidding on cattle, you know.
Was that in Charlotte that you were a slave? Was that in Charlotte or Charlottesville?
That is in Charlottesville.
Charlottesville, Virginia.
Sell the women, sell the men. Oh, and then if they had any bad ones, they'd sell them to the nigger traders, what they call the nigger traders, and they'd ship them down south and sell them down south. But otherwise, if you were a good person, they wouldn't sell you. But if you were bad, mean, they didn't want to beat you and knock you around, they'd sell you to the what they call a nigger trader. They'd have a regular.
So he said if you was good, they really wouldn't sell you. But if you was bad, out of line, or didn't listen, then they would sell you off to a nigger trader. You see how closed captions won't say the word nigger. They're like bleep bleep. Okay? Now I want you to think about what we're dealing with here. Okay? What we're actually seeing here. When they consider what you would call a bad black person, someone that was, or take a black man that was uneducated, or a black man that had a mental handicap, like we now know about bipolar disorder. We now know about schizophrenia and all of these things, right? We know about PTSD. We know about, all of these symptoms, right? We know about serial killers and people that are psychotic. You see? Because if you were to beat on a man, think about this. If you were to beat on a black man and that black man still attacked you, because like he's saying, they were slaves. And you had a group of black men that were violent. You had a group of black men that didn't know their alphabets, that didn't know how to add, that all they knew was violence. This had nothing to do with being a descendant from Africa. Absolutely nothing. This has nothing to do with African pride. We're going to fight to the death. No, these motherfuckers didn't have any knowledge of that. He said they were selling them like cattle, no different than you would sell a horse. Anybody knows that you have horses that are domesticated and you got a horse that's wild. Okay? You got the motherfucking wild horses that kill people. A horse will kick you in the face and kill you. So they trading. So when they send this dude to the nigger trader, the nigger trader's job is to try to stop this black man from beating the dog shit out of white people. Do you understand? That you got a group of black people that are psychos. These are wild humans. Wild humans. You know, like, to give you a perfect example, like motherfucking North Sentinel Island. Okay? Like North Sentinel Island. Think about that shit. The Sentinelese people. You go to North Sentinel Island, you die. Okay? You don't bother those people. Do your history. You don't bother those people. Those black people will kill any motherfucker. They don't care where you come from. As soon as you come from the water, you dead. Okay? Motherfucker tried to take a Bible to North Sentinel Island. That motherfucker got hit with 300 spears. Okay? 300 spears. They drug his body back to the motherfucking end. And those people are the blackest people in the world. And you don't know what it is to see a black person, what they would consider to be bad, with no physical training. I did stories on this years ago. When the children of Romania were being placed in these orphanages that were basically like prisons. And some children were in there for 15 years, 16 years, and they couldn't talk. They couldn't use the bathroom on their own. And the people that worked at the facility would have to put these children in a room and tie them up to the wall so they wouldn't harm each other or anybody else. Okay? That the human mind can be basically put back into a primitive state without any proper stimulation. Do you see? You can see that. That all of this evolution shit can't be real. Evolution is a bunch of bullshit. There's no such thing. Because if you don't teach a child how to use the bathroom, they'll never figure it out on their own. If you don't teach a child how to read, they will never figure it out on their own. And Fountain Hughes is a primary example of this. Because here's the motherfucker, look, slavery ended. Guess what? I still can't read. Slavery ended. Well, hot damn. You know, I was just grabbing shit by notes and shit. A motherfucker gave me a note. I took the note and gave it to the other motherfucker. That's how I was getting chicken and fries and shit. Okay? Slavery's over. Shit. Nigga, that just set us back. Listen to a little bit more. This that real shit.
I was sailed every month, you know, at the courthouse. And then they'd sell you maybe $200, $100. And then they'd sell you. And then they'd sell you maybe $200, $100. 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 And then they'd sell you maybe $200 $500.
Were you ever sold from one person to another? Were you ever sold?
No, I never was sold.
You always stayed with the same
Always,
person?
I was too young to sell.
Oh, I
after the
see.
war. See, I wasn't old enough during the war to sell, during the Army. And my father got killed in the Army, you know, so it left us small children just to live on whatever people choose to give us. I was bound out for $1 a month, and my mother used to collect the money. Children couldn't spend money when I come along. And, in fact, when I come along, young men couldn't spend no money until they was 21 years old. And then you're 21, well, then you could spend your money. But if you wasn't 21, you couldn't spend no money.
Listen to that. If you were under the age of 21, you could not even spend money. The only way you could spend money in the United States of America, black or white, you had to be at least 21 years old. Educate yourself, Jurassic Sissy. I hope that's why we're doing a live stream. I hope you're writing all this down. See, this is real black history, son. This is real history. Didn't matter. You could not even spend money. If you made money, you gave the money to your mother because you couldn't do a goddamn thing with it. The children would come and work at the houses, give the money to their mother. You see, kids couldn't even spend money. How about that? See, that right there is some shit we should go back to. Hey, am I lying? That's some shit we should go back to. Let's turn that back on. Okay? All of us will be out of debt. We need to reactivate that. Think about that for a minute. Children, it was illegal for a child to buy anything. And you weren't even considered to be an adult until you was 21, not 18. That means if you was 20, you was still a child, motherfucker. Wait, if you was 20, you was still a child. 21, you just walked in. You see? That saved a whole lot of parents money. Now they got green dot cards. What the fuck is going on? See, look. You gotta learn, you gotta educate yourself. Know the real motherfucking history. Know the real history. Okay? Not the bullshit ZX just talk run out his mouth. This is real history.
I couldn't spend 10 cents if somebody gave it to me.
You see that? 10 cents.
I stole it.
Oh, see that? He said he couldn't spend 10 cents if somebody gave it to him. Because if he did, motherfuckers would think he stole the money. 10 cents. $0.10. If he tried to spend that money as a child, people would think he stole it. Educate yourself. This is real black American history. ZX don't even know who the fuck this dude is. ZX don't even know who the fuck this dude is. He keep talking about some goddamn Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. And I just sat there and listened to him. But, you know, today I just got tired. I said, you want to fuck with my girl, blessed always. It's time to bust this nigga's head to the white meat. We're going to educate the people today. Gonna teach them the right information, not the wrong one. I'm the king of trolls. I bring real receipts. I bring real information, not that bullshit that he's talking about. And like I said, we are live on YouTube and we live on the goddamn website. You can pick your side. Whatever chat room you want to move around in, move around in. You see, we doing big things over here, nigga. Simulcast shit.
All come along, you might say we had to give an account of what you done. You couldn't just do things and walk off and say I didn't do it. You'd have to give an account of it. Now, after we got freed and it turned us out like cattle, we didn't have nowhere to go. And we didn't have nobody to boss us. And we didn't know nothing. And there wasn't no school. And when they started the little school, people that were slaves, many of them go to school, except they had a father and a mother. And my father was dead, and my mother was living, but she had 3, 4 other little children. She had to put them all to work to help take care of the others.
You hear that? This is America. Wait, goddamn! You know I'm smoking. I hope y'all lit one up too. The only way in America that your black ass was allowed in school is that you had to have a mother and father. That was a requirement. This is America. These are the laws that were put in place. This is what the shit that you voted for, ZX. You know, the power of the goddamn vote, nigga. If you did not have a mother and father, black or white, nigga, it was the law. That the school had to meet your mother and your father to put you in school. And if all you had was a mother, well, hey, you couldn't even go to school. Do you see why our people ended up in the situation that they ended up in? Are y'all hearing this? Because see, this is real black history. Again, not the Malcolm X fucking Martin Luther King bullshit. Think about the dynamics of that. If I'm black, you black, I got a mother and father, you don't. You just got a mother. So every day I go to school while every day your mother got to do the best she can with whatever she got. You see? And if your mother got multiple children, well, ain't no father around. This is the law that was put in place. So yeah, a black man could get with a woman, right? Put that child in school, fall out with that woman, and that child would suffer because of that. You see, this is how the children were treated. And all of this was the law. Didn't just affect black people. This was the law. So even if a white woman did not have the father of her child at the school, then she couldn't put her white child in school either. This is America. These were the laws that were put in place. And while people try to make it a black thing, white thing. No, no, no. It's a goddamn political thing. It has everything to do with policy. These were the laws. This is how it was laid out by the President of the United States. The Constitution and all of that. Breaking down from the local laws and all that other bullshit. But remember, slavery had ended. They ended slavery. But look at the other laws that were in place along with slavery. See, everybody want to focus on the slavery thing, but they don't even understand. No, we're talking about American history. We talking about this. If we talking about slavery, we have to identify all of the laws that were revolved around slavery in that time frame. They only want to talk about the one thing and act like, well, this is it, and everything was built in this. No, that's entirely untrue. If you were under the age of 21, you couldn't spend any money. Okay? If you decided to have a child, if you did not have the father of your child, then your child would suffer and you couldn't even educate your child. So black children that had fathers were going to school. The ones that didn't. So how many black children went to school? How many black children didn't go? You see? Now we're getting into the root, the real root of educating ourselves on what slavery really was in America. Jurassic Sissy, take notes, nigga. You don't know how to do this.
So we had what you call worse than dogs have got it now. The dogs have got it now better than we had it when we come along. I remember one night I was out after I was free and I didn't have nowhere to go. I didn't have nowhere to sleep. I didn't know what to do. My brother and I was together. So we knew a man that had a living stable there. And we crept in that yard and got in one of the hacks like an automobile and slept in that hack all night long. So next morning we could get out and go where we belonged. But we were afraid to go at night because we didn't know where to go and didn't know what time to go. But we had got away from there and we were afraid to go back. So we kept slept in that thing all night until the next morning and we got back where we belonged before the people got up. As soon as the day commenced to come break, we got up and commenced to go where we belonged. But we never done that but the one time. After that, we always, if it was away, we'd try to get back before night come. But then that was on a Sunday too, that we done that. Now, when we were slaves, we couldn't do that, you see. And if we got free, we didn't know nothing to do. And my mother, she hunted places and bound us out for $1 a month. And we stayed there maybe a couple of years. And she'd come over and collect the money every month. And $1 was worth more then than $10 is now. And the men used to work for $10 a month, $120 a year, used to hire that way.
You see that, people? $1 was worth more than $10. And your earnings was $120 a year. And you know, look, $120 a year. Yeah. Okay. None of you in the chat room could live off $120 a year. Malcolm X and Martin Luther King couldn't live off $120 a year. But Fountain Hughes, that's what his family had to live off of. and somehow he lived to be 101. You see? Okay. Now, when you figure out how to live of $120 a year, okay, you call me because I'm following you. I'll listen to whatever you say. If you can figure out for me how to make it work, $120 a year, okay? This man lived to be 101, bitch, of $120. Look, none of you could ever pull no shit off like that. I know I couldn't. I would come to him for advice. Okay? You know, this black man, he didn't give a fuck about Nike. He didn't give a shit about, you know, name brand clothing. He didn't give a fuck about spending his money on a goddamn Tesla. He didn't give a shit about you know, living in a 7-bedroom house. Okay? He didn't give a fuck about none of that. If your Nike shoes got messed up, you know what Fountain Hughes would say? Fountain Hughes would say, nigga, you better keep them goddamn shoes on. Look at the soles on them bitches. You know how your shoes get to tearing up at the like at the top, and the rubber get to coming off. You know, Fountain Hughes would have wore them motherfuckers into the bottom, fell out them bitches. You see? He didn't spend no money, okay, owing people. He said that earlier. He said if I had the $5 to pay for it, nigga, I'd pay for it. I couldn't do no on time. No, I'm not doing no on time. Where they come to your job and they collect the money on time. You see? No, Red Wing Hockey. You know what this means? You got to give up your PlayStation Network account. All right. Matter of fact, all of us, if we want to live off $120 a year, we all gonna have to give up this YouTube shit. We could do it. Look, we could do it. Look, we gonna have to shut off. Look, there's a whole lot of devices that gonna get cut off around this bitch. Okay. Look, everybody. We all Rosa Parks this shit. Look, we all Rosa Parks this shit, and we dedicate a whole year to Fountain Hughes, and we get back on the bus, park your car, nigga, turn off all this internet shit. When you come home, okay, we're gonna do old school it. Just sit on the porch, or just look out the window and just stare, motherfuckers. All right, we're gonna get on our Color Purple. Hey, look, you seen the Color Purple? Them motherfuckers didn't have TVs back then. Niggas was outside just staring outside all motherfucking day, just looking. Black Death, you said your electric bill? Yeah, look. Fuck that. Look, nigga. Cut that motherfucker off. We using gas. Okay? Cut that motherfucker. We gonna cut off all the lights, nigga. My man said $120 a year. Can we do it as a people? All we gonna do is go to work and come home to darkness, motherfucker. we gonna come home. Okay, all we got is heat. Okay, that's all we got. All we got is fire. You can keep the fire. No electricity. None. Okay? Do that shit for a whole year and then come back out. Okay? Yeah, you can have the water. Look, I just said gas and water. I said electricity. That means everything electronic. That is your motherfucking, all the electronics in your house. You got to turn off your motherfucking cable and your internet and your phone for a whole goddamn year. You can't buy no new shoes either. You can't buy no new shoes. You can't buy no new clothes. Only way you gotta buy some new clothes is if your shit is literally falling the fuck apart off of you. Like you go to put the pants on and the seam, you know, your shit blowing in the wind. But little holes and shit. Look, your shoes, you definitely can't change out your shoes. Look, the only way you change out your shoes is if you get a giant hole at the bottom. The top don't count. If the top of your shoes start to fall the fuck apart, you got to keep that bitch on. If you start developing what they call the banana lips and your shoes start talking, you still got to wear them bitches. You have to wear the shoe until they no longer can physically be on your feet. Okay? And everywhere you go, you got to catch the bus. No Ubers, no lifts. You got to be on your Rosa Parks shit. Okay? Nope, you got to go through the summer with no AC. Man, look, Fountain Hughes don't even know what a fucking AC is. He lived to be 101. AC my ass. Okay? Fountain Hughes sleeping in the goddamn fields of Virginia, of all places. That motherfucker was in Clan country. Talk about I didn't lost my mind. I ain't lose my mind. Do the Langston Hughes challenge. Black Dust. We'll be millionaires. Hey, look, if we all do the Langston Hughes challenge, the Fountain Hughes challenge, we would be millionaires. All of us would be rich. We'd come back like the motherfucking kings of Zamunda and shit. You know? Remember, we trying to live off $120 a year. All of us, hey, look, if you got a weight problem, you ain't gonna have it with $120 a year. If you got a weight problem, you will no longer have it with $120 a year. Okay? We might have to cook up some we might have to cook up some squirrels, some raccoons, and some possums. Okay? Yeah. Okay? You said you own some horses, you'll be eating them motherfucking horses. You be eating them same horses. You know what, man? Mr. Ed is on his way out. Hey, I might as well not waste it. Real motherfucking talk. Hey, get some potatoes ready. Mr. Ed can't walk anymore. I'll be right back. Oh.
Now you can get a man for $50 a month. If you pay a man now $50 a month, you don't want to work for him.
More like $50 a week nowadays.
Well, that's just it exactly. They want $50 a week, and they ain't got no more now. And we had then, and we no more money. But of course, they bought more stuff, more property, and all like that. We didn't have no property. We didn't have no home. We had nowhere, nothing. We didn't have nothing on it. Just like your cattle, we just turned out. and get along the best you could. Nobody to look after, so we've been slaves all our lives.
So some black people, as Fountain Hughes just said, he said they were working for $50 a week. They used to get paid $50 a month. But those black people did what? Bought a whole lot of shit. Property. Do you see? Do you see? Black people were making $50 a week.
My mother was a slave, my sister was a slave, father was a slave.
Who was your father a slave for, Uncle Fountain?
He's a slave for Burnley. He belonged to Burnley.
Didn't he belong to Thomas Jefferson at one time?
He didn't belong to Thomas Jefferson. My grandfather belonged to Thomas Jefferson.
Oh, your grandfather did?
Yeah. And my father belonged to Burnley. And Burnley died during the wartime because he was afraid he'd have to go to war. But now, in them days, you could hire a substitute to take your place. Well, he couldn't get a substitute to take his place, so he ran away from home. And he took cold. And when he come back, the war was over, but he died. And then, if he had lived, it couldn't have been no good. The Yankees just come along and just broke the mill open, and rolled all the flour out in the river, and broke the stove, and sold all the meat out in the street, and sold all the sugar out. And we boys would pick it up and carry it and give it to our missus and master, young masters, until we come to be, well, I don't know how. I don't know, to tell you the truth. When I think of it today, I don't know how I'm living. None of the rest of them as I know of is living. I'm the oldest one that I know that's living. But still, I'm thankful to the Lord. Now, if my master wanted to send me, he never said you couldn't get a horse and ride and walk. You know, walk. You'd be barefooted, and cold. That didn't make no difference. He wasn't no more than a dog, some of them in them days. He wasn't treated as good as he treat dogs now. But still, I don't like to talk about it because it makes people feel bad. You know. Well, I could say a whole lot I don't like to say. I won't say a whole lot more.
Do you remember much about the Civil War?
No, I don't remember much about it.
You were a little young then, I guess, huh?
I remember when the Yankees come along and took all the good horses and sold out all the meat and flour and sugar and stuff out in the river and let it go down the river. And they know the people wouldn't have nothing to live on, but they done that. And that's the reason why I don't like to talk about it. And people, and if you was cooking anything to eat in there for yourself, and if they was hungry, they'd go and eat it all up, and wouldn't get nothing. They'd just come in and drink up all the milk and just do as you please. Sometimes they'd be passing by all night long, walking, mudding, raining. Oh, they had a tough time.
So there you have real intel on the Civil War. The Yankees came down and ran through the houses of the people, throwing their food, their meat, their sugar into the river during the what? Civil War. They would come in, take what they wanted, rummage, pillage, and destroy. This is what the North was doing to the South. Blacks and whites doing it to blacks and whites. Remember, it was a Civil War. Black people went north and came back down and started fucking black people up. And white people who didn't agree with the white people of the South, well, they did the same thing to those said white people. Is this not true or false? Is this not true or false? Is this not true or false? The Civil War was orchestrated by who? The white people. Who were fighting in the Civil War? It was white people versus white people. Is this not true? This all revolved around slavery. ZX don't break this type of teaching down. It was a group of white people that said, well, we're going to end slavery. And the other group of white people said, well, you know what? These slaves work for me, and y'all motherfuckers is trying to take my bag. Because the South was richer than the North. This was based in what? Jealousy. Right? So, what did the white people of the North tell the black people that came from the South and went north? They said, guess what? This is what we gonna do. We gonna go back down south where y'all niggas were slaves, and we want you to take whatever the fuck you want to. It's yours. And then you could bring it back north, and then you'll have your own shit. Wink, wink. So the black folks say, oh, well, that don't sound too bad. Guess what? We might even have to shoot some of those white people. Oh, well, that sounds even better. So then the black folks migrated they black ass down south to their own family, their own kin. And when some of them black people, they ran up on the massa house, the white soldiers said, you don't go in that house. You go to the slave quarters and you go take shit out of there. Us white people, we gonna deal with the white people. You go deal with the black people. Because those black slaves back there, we told them to get the fuck on. They not even supposed to be back there. So go handle them niggas. You go handle your people. I'm going to handle my people. Now, Fountain Hughes was the motherfucker sitting in the house minding his business. Next thing you know, he see his own fucking family kicking in the door. He see his own fucking family doing to him what the white man was doing. Now those same animals, those bad slaves, as they called them, remember they were talking about the good slave and the bad slave? Now those bad slaves are Yankees. They're soldiers of the North. And they bring them back down. And they turn them loose on their own people. This is the real history of slavery. What? Motherfuckers always want to point a finger, but don't want to look in their own backyard. Learn the real history, all right? Educate yourself.
Colored people is free. You ought to be awful thankful. And some of them are sorry they are free now. Some of them now would rather be slaves.
Which would you rather be, Uncle Fountain?
Me? Which I'd rather be? You know what I'd rather do? If I thought, had any idea, that I'd ever be a slave again, I'd take a gun and just end it all right away. Because you're nothing but a dog. You're not a thing but a dog. Night never comes out. You have nothing to do. Time to cut tobacco. If they want you to cut all night long out in the field, you cut. And if they want you to hang all night long, you hang tobacco. It didn't matter about your being tired, you're afraid to say you're tired. They just, well.
When did you come to Baltimore?
You know when, you don't remember when Garfield died, do you? When they shot Garfield? No, I don't think you were born.
I don't think I was.
No. I don't remember what year that was myself now. But I know you wasn't born. And I come to Baltimore that year, and I don't remember what year it was now myself. But if I was laying in the bed, I could remember. But I don't remember now.
Did you go to work for Mr. Shirley when you came to Baltimore?
Oh, no. I worked for a man by the name of Reed when I first come to Baltimore. I commenced to haul manure for him. All horses was here then. No electric cars, no cable cars, they were all horse cars. And I used to haul manure, go around to different stables, you know, people, everybody had horses for their use when I first come here. They had coachmen, men to drive them around, didn't have automobiles, they hadn't been there so long. And then they put on a cable car, what they call cable car. Well, they run them for a little while, maybe a couple of 3 years or 4 years. Then somebody invented the electric car, and that first run on North Avenue. Well, it had to run a while, and they kept on inventing until they got them all, different kinds of cars involved. There was horse cars. There wasn't no electric car at all. There wasn't no big cars like you got now, you know. I just can't think of what year it was. But
yeah. You're not getting tired, are you, young fellow?
No, I ain't. I'm just same as at home. It's like I was settling in the house. And I was thinking about, now you know how we served the Lord when I come along, a boy?
How was that?
We would go to somebody's house, and well, we didn't have no house like they got now, you know. We had these what they call log cabins. And they have maybe one old colored man would be there, maybe he'd be as old as I am, and he'd be the preacher. Not as old as I am now, but he'd be the preacher, and they'd all sit down and listen to him talk about the Lord. Well, he'd say, well, I wonder, sometimes he'd say, I wonder if we'll ever be free. Well, some of them say, well, we're going to ask the Lord to free us. So they say, well, we're going to sing. Wonder shall I ever reach heaven? Or wonder shall I fly? And they would sing that for about an hour. Then the next one they'd get up and say, let's sing a song. We're going to live on milk and honey. Way by and by. I can hear them singing now, but I can't repeat it like I could in them days. But someday when I'm not hoarse, I could tell you, and I could sing it for you, but I'm too hoarse now. And then he would sing, I'm gonna sing around the altar. Oh, I wish I could sing it for you. I'm going to sing around.
Well, I wish you could too.
And well, someday you come over here and I'm not host. You get me to come up here and I'll sing. I'll try to sing it for you.
Okay, I'm going to do that.
This is, now, I heard people here now sing about roll, Jordan, roll. Well, that's old time people. That's what the old people used to sing in the old back days.
So roll, Jordan, roll?
Yeah, but they don't sing it like the old people used to sing it in them days.
Mm-hmm.
They sing it quite different now. There's another one they sing, by and by, when the morning comes. Well, they sing that different too. But they're getting the old people's song. I hear them come over the radio. I know them all just as good as they, but they sing them different.
They have different names.
Yes, well, they cut them off short and all like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's, if I had my voice, I would sing just one for you so you're going at it, but I can't do it.
Now, you hear from the slave the origin of black music, the origin of music. You hear the origin of gospel music. What did he just say? He said these motherfuckers is taking the songs that we used to sing, and now they sing them on the radio. They just sang them different. He also indicated the invention of the electric car. Who made the goddamn car? Ford and Chrysler. The big three. So a lot of black people went into, you know, the car making business, seeing, you know, slaves migrated they black ass up to Detroit. Okay. Good thing those black people started messing around with those cars, you know, because we all got cars. Well, except the Jurassic Sissy. Okay. His car is down. See, if you want to thank the ancestors, okay, for something, Jurassic Sissy, you need to thank them for, you know, giving you the ability to choose not to walk and drive in your car. See, this is black history. All right. Black folks is responsible for upgrading your transportation. Those black slaves, once they were free, once they got educated, you know, some of them really, really benefited. Okay, they weren't all oppressed. And see, here's a slave here to tell his story. Take notes.
On account of my voice. But someday you come over here, you come and call me up and let me know how my voice is. Ever since I took that medicine from that doctor, it hurt my voice. Now there was a preacher in my house the other night. He lived right next door to me, and he played on the piano. And he played something, and I sung it for him. And now he wants me to go down to his church next Sunday. I told him, I said, now if I go down to your church, I'll not sing nothing. Because if I do, I'll get a little hoarse, I can't talk. But he said, Brother Hughes, I don't care whether you're singing. I just want you to go down there and let the people see who you are. Let them see what the old people is. I said, well, I'll be glad to go down with you. So next Sunday, I'm going down to his church if I leave and nothing happens. But if he sings something old,
just sing along with
it. I feel the spirit now, but I can't. I got to keep quiet. Now, do you ever hear this fellow that comes over the radio? I think they call him Holmes. Comes on Sunday night about 12 o'clock on WFBR. You
No,
never
I don't know
heard
whether
him.
I've ever heard him or not.
Well, you turn him on. He comes on a quarter after 11 on Sunday night. Well, you must have heard him because he says, God, you can't keep a good man down. So he makes so much noise, look like everybody ought to hear him. But now when that fellow comes on, I'm laying in the bed. Don't you know, I get just so I got to be in that because it's all old time business.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody don't like it. They says, I don't like home. I says, why? Oh, he says, it makes too much noise. I said, well, the Bible said make a noise over Jesus. Jesus said make a noise over me. So he makes a noise over me. And I does enjoy it, certainly, sure. Oh, he's, everybody, and he's got a big crowd, and we just get so happy. I got to do that, too. Boy, when you feel the grace of God, you got to jump up. I lay in bed, I got to get up. Have to carry on. And then next morning I can't talk. Doctor gave me that medicine, it just tore me all to pieces.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I sure hope it comes back again, because I'd like to hear you sing.
The old people used to say, I wonder if I shall ever reach heaven, or wonder shall I fly. Well, I used to could sing it. I can, well, sometimes I feel the spirit, you know, and I might get to sing something again someday. People now,
Do you go to church every Sunday, Uncle Fenton?
Don't go to church at all. I listen to the radio.
Listen to it on the radio, huh?
Because I'll tell you why I don't go to church.
You'd rather not have this on?
Hmm?
You'd rather not tell me, or you'd rather not have this on when you tell me?
It don't make a difference. I ain't gonna say nothing wrong. I ain't gonna, if I think.
And see right there, that was the end of that. Now, he was talking about the medicine that the doctor was giving him. Let's educate the people. Since ZX don't know, let's show the medicine. Okay? That people were receiving. The okay. The medicine that they were giving folks like him. Okay? Let me pull this up. It was shit like this. Okay? It was shit like this. See, this is what they were giving our people. Because you see, cocaine was legal in America. It was a drug that was legal. And if you had any type of disease or anything from a toothache to, headaches to a cold to anything and everything, they would give you cocaine. This is also a part of black history for those that don't know. It was legal. So ask yourself, where did the cocaine come from? Okay, was it all brought in from Mexico? Impossible. Motherfuckers was growing cocaine. I mean, motherfuckers was making cocaine in America. All you needed was the goddamn seeds. It's also a part of history. You know, shit the ZX don't touch on. Okay? Because his knowledge is limited. His knowledge is limited. Now watch him try to duplicate and copy everything I motherfucking show. Okay? You don't need to, I mean, you don't educate yourself. You don't educate yourself. Okay? All of these things. Hold on. Hold on. This was given. Hold on. Damn it. Let me pull this up. Trying to blow it up. See if I can download it. Okay. Okay, let me open it here. Educate yourself. Jurassic Sissy. Educate yourself. Okay? Okay? All right. Look at this. This is heroin in a bottle. Okay? Look. At your drugstore in 25-cent and $1 bottles. Long as you was 21, you could go into the store and get you some. Real history. Okay? Shit that was promoted. You wondering where the epidemic came from. You wondering where Kensington Street came from, nigga. You didn't have nothing to do with that shit. Retard. You didn't have nothing to do with Kensington Street, nigga. Okay? They were selling this shit in New York. Okay? Wait a minute. Hold up. Let me educate them. Let me educate them. Okay? If your child had a cough, they would give him this or her. This is real education. What you know about black history, ZX? You can't know. See, because they didn't teach that in your Bible. Okay? You don't have any relationship with the goddamn ancestors. You don't know shit. These were the things given to our people. And it wasn't just black folks, it was everybody. It wasn't just us. Our entire existence, black and white, was infected and drug induced. Yet we sit here today, okay, an offspring of that. All of us. We all made it through that. Black and white. Now, some black folks, even in my chat, your grandfather or your grandmother or your grandparents, they all had damn good jobs, did they not? They all had excellent jobs, right? Because their father and mother worked before them and so forth and so on. So, what does this teach you about slavery? Well, it shows you that black people, okay, we endure, we capitalized once we got out of it. We didn't have to look back. Black folks said, hey, you not paying us $50 a month no more. You paying us $50 a week. Black folks said, you know what? We gonna capitalize. We gonna take over this shit. And our ancestors, okay, they paved the way for us to be on these airwaves today. I don't look at them as being oppressed. When they got free, they said, shit, we need to do something. And a lot of them had the backing of that dude that ZX don't believe in, Jesus Christ. Yeah, he don't fuck with that dude, do you? You ain't down with the Lord. You ain't down with the Lord. Are you, Jurassic City? Are you down with the Lord? Hmm? No, you are not. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this nigga all the way down. I want y'all to hear what the Jurassic Sissy said about Blessed Always. So unless you take the video down, Jurassic Sissy, we gon' stream yo shit. Cause we gonna have to get into this. You dig? So, hitting the weed. Where is this video at? Where is this video at, Jurassic Sissy? Yeah, you did this 12 hours ago. You've been clout chasing Allie. All these people. Okay. So, what I need everybody to do, if you are watching on YouTube and you want to hear what the Jurassic Sissy said, okay, what I need you to do is get your ass over to the website, because we are about to move the show to the website where there are no moderators and there are no excuses. You dig? Check this out. Let's post the link in the chat. Okay, we're going to end the live on YouTube. We're going to post the live on YouTube. And we're going to hear what the Jurassic Sissy had to say about Blessed Always. It's crazy, right? Because I would break it down on YouTube, but ZX, he likes to flag. And we could easily break down what you said, but you don't want us to do that over here. I get it, Jurassic Sissy. I get it. You don't want us to do that over here. Because if we do it over here, you're going to flag. You can't be trusted. You can't be trusted. So for those that are on YouTube, we're going to give you a minute. Okay? We're going to give you a minute to get to the website. Okay? Where we can finish off and chop up the Jurassic Sissy uninterrupted. You dig? Make your decision.
Ain't even too much talking to do, cause you might be an informant anyway. So it's not nice. I ain't with the small talk, I let the tequila do it. Bulletproof the Porsche like Tony, I let the dealer do it. Cracking the hoopty that needed the power steering fluid. They just had to pass it off to me, I was like, yeah, I'll do it. They ain't never did what I done, so don't compare them to it. Quiet while I'm up in the kitchen, I put the care into it. Bars don't depreciate, my shit's just decapitate. Streets know what it is, so go on with your accolades. This is for the underprivileged that call hell home. Trump gave him 1,200, Obama gave him cell phones. My man got a quarter, he was getting shorter. They hit him with another one, I'm scared to tell his daughter. Shit is getting crazy, drug game is out of order. It's fentanyl, pills, or this K2 in this water. Not the money you save, the money that you run through. Damn shame, but I guess that's what it's come to. They run the game, huh? I guess that's what it's come to. Followers and likes, I guess that's what it's come to. Stars overnight, I guess that's what it's come to. But when that money run out, guess who they run?